Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, we're going to look at how to set up a SvelteKit project, and we're going to look at the file structure and how to use SvelteKit for your application. But before we proceed, I will advise you install the Svelte for VS Code extension that will help you with formatting and some intelligence as well. So if you're here to subscribe to my channel, kindly subscribe as I release video on programming every week, and it will be nice to have you be the first to receive the notification when I release a video. So let's dive into the SvelteKit. Okay, so before we can install our SvelteKit application, so the first thing we want to do is we need to download Node, which is the package manager that we use to create our SvelteKit project. So I already have this installed, but if you don't have it on your system, you can go to Node.js.org and click on the download option. Then you can download the version of Node that you so prefer to use. So having said that, the next thing you want to do is you want to open your folder where you want to create the project. So I already have my own folder called SvelteKit tutorial, so you can open that. So I've opened that now, and the next thing we'll have to do is to go to the SvelteKit documentation, and from here we have the step-by-step guide on how to create a SvelteKit application. So the first thing we want to do is to copy this first line here, then go into our VS Code terminal, then paste it there. Remember, you must install Node package manager on your system before you run this command. So this part of the command is actually the name you want to give to your project. So you should always change it to whatever name you want to give to your project. So I'll change mine to tutorial. Then I'll run it. So the package manager will get the SvelteKit application from the repository. Then it will install it. Then it start to ask, so need to install the following package. So the version of SvelteKit that we want to install now is version 6. So I'm going to say yes. So then it's going to ask if I want to create a demo application. But in our own case, we're going to create a skeleton. So you can move down using your down arrow on your keyboard to do that, then hit enter. Then it's going to ask if you want to use JavaScript with JS doc, but in our case, I would advise you use TypeScript for type safety. But if you don't know TypeScript, you can as well continue with the first option. But for me, I'll go for TypeScript here. And it's going to ask which other thing, like additional features that you want. Okay, so ES length, of course we want code lengthening for our application. Then we need Prettier, we need we can actually add playwright, or we go for vtest. So let's do vtest. And so for the other one, so actually, these are the three major ones you want to select in this section of the installation. So you hit enter, then, and that's it. So you can see that our project is created already, but then we cannot use our application now because there are some dependencies that needs to be installed in this application before we can run it on our local system. So the first, as you can see from here, you see the next step after we've created the project was to cd into the project. So we're going to do cd tutorial. Then the next thing we'll do is npm install. So what the npm install will do is, you see, there's a package.json file which contains all the dependencies that this project will use. Okay, so we have to run the npm install for all these dependencies to be available for our project to use. So we'll proceed by just click on enter, hit enter on your keyboard, and let's wait for the npm to install every of those packages. Okay, so now every of the package have been installed in our application, and if you notice from this side of the code editor, you see there's a new folder that is added called Node modules. So all the dependencies that we actually have in this package.json, they've all been installed in this node module, which will actually make our SvelteKit application to run smoothly. So now that we've been able to install our packages and we've been able to create our Svelte projects, now the next thing we want to do is to preview our SvelteKit application. And to do that, what we have to do is to come to our terminal, then type npm run dev. So this is going to start our application on a local server of port 5173, which we can use to access our application in the browser. So you can see the address to the application. So all you have to do is to hold Control, then click. Then in our browser, we have access to our application. So now that we've been able to access our SvelteKit application, let's quickly have a look at the most important folder in our project, which is the SRC folder. So this folder embodies every of your application files. The most important is the SRC. Just let that ring a bell. Okay. So in this SRC folder, that's where you have your routes. Remember, SvelteKit uses file-based routing. What I mean by file-based routing is if you want to create a /about us, or let's say about page, for now, we do not have it and it's going to return a 404. So if you want to create a route like that in SvelteKit, all you have to do is come to the route folder inside the SRC, and every of your page in SvelteKit uses .svelte. So just understand that every page in SvelteKit uses .svelte, except when you want to bring in a library or you want to write a special function that you need to use in your project. But every other page that comes into this route folder uses .svelte. Okay, so in SvelteKit uses file-based routing, and what that means is in HTML, if you are to create pages, you use index.html, about.html, but in SvelteKit, because it's using a file-based routing, what you have to do is, let's say we want to go to a page like about. Because we do not have this page, it's going to return a 404 to us. Even if we go to another page, let's say profile, because we don't have those pages. So for us to create the page in SvelteKit, all you have to do is come into your routes folder, which is inside the SRC. Remember, I said every of the activities you'll be doing mostly will happen in the SRC folder. So what you have to do to get this profile page that I want to visit now is we need to create a valid route. And how do we do that? We can right click on this and create a folder, name it profile, which is the route we want to visit. So inside this route, which is this folder now, the next thing you have to do is to create a plus page .svelte. And that's it. And SvelteKit, you see the error is gone. So that's how routing works in SvelteKit. So SvelteKit uses file-based routing. And if you want to create more pages, you can, let's say we want to create the about page, you can create a folder called about us, right? And inside the about us folder, you create a file called plus page.svelte, and that makes it a valid page. So if you go now in our browser and go to about us, it's a valid page. So because we've already created it in our routes. And another folder we need to look at is the lib folder. So the lib folder gives you access to import your own libraries, and you can as well create some server-side code inside it.